Hello, how's it in the name of Christ? How you doing? It's your girl Crancake, Karabo. I hope you're good, I hope you're peachy, I hope you're stellar, and I hope you're in a neat little bunch. It is the, if you're not, I'm sorry, like, we're all in this together, you know what I mean? It's the 31st of March 2024, and I believe this is my last day of a 2-month fast. Tomorrow, I'm back to eating again. I gotta exercise, like, proper, well, as in eating normally. Because I was eating, it's not like I was without food the entire time. So praise the Lord, we got to the end of a stretch. Dig the hair, what? Yeah, my mini braids, 2-month-old mini braids. When I started the fast, I started these braids. They look good when they're unraveled, but like when they still in, when I've like put them up and whatnot, yes, like I just look tormented. I look like a typical case of psychiatry, but we survive. Anywho, let me just put some caveats out there. Captions, sorry, yeah, caveats actually. Kindly look out for my captions. They're not always accurate. They sometimes are not also very reverential. So they use a small g for God, stuff like that. That's not me. That's the automated captioning system. And I don't have time to edit them, not for my long videos, because I don't have an incentive to. One day, God willing, I shall do it. Okay, because I'm still too small, right? On YouTube or wherever I post. And then my yeah, kindly look out for my makeup. I'm presently maybe potentially wearing app makeup. If I am, you'll know, because every time I motion my facial expressions, it falls off. I'm not shape-shifting, it's an app. Okay, and then I have a segment. I'm only human after all. 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 Don't take a jab at me. We're not doing these things, so please just do a better thing, Ooh. Okay, so I pinch my cheeks to bring on some kind of a blush that you might see that when you prick me, I bleed. When you stab me, I'll probably be like, ouch, but what are you doing? And when you punch me, I'll probably fall on the floor and maybe even die, concussed and everything. In other words, like, stop hurting me, okay? Sometimes I achieve success in blushing my cheeks, other days I don't, and today it looks like I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't care, I'm not pinching myself anymore. Okay. Right, okay, I need to blow my nose. Like, ew, right? Disgusting. I'm sorry, I do apologize. Okay, that was nice and easy. Okay, so, now you really see the fake makeup on top, right? I apologize. If you think this lacks decorum, I'm sorry guys, I don't have enough subscribers. One day, I'll be more decent and have better human etiquette when I've got a life. Right now, don't nobody care. Alrighty, you guys, so today's the 31st of March. I did say that, right? Last day of my fast. Life is so hard, but life is just constantly hard. I'm in a lot of attack. I'm still in it. And I don't know when this is gonna stop. Sometimes I just break out into song. I hope you are okay with that. Yeah, breaking out into song. Maybe it'll help me feel a little bit better, you know what I mean? I've been under a lot of demonic attack. And it seems to be flattening. Yeah. It seems to be flattening. So I have been doing everything in my power. I'm sorry, it just happens automatically. It's like Tourette's. To sing sometimes. I just break out into involuntary song. I've been trying everything in my incredible power to comprehensively ignore. This whole P. Diddy thing, 'cause I don't care. I don't wanna know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I literally, I'm not even clicking on videos about P. Diddy. 'Cause why? Is that even a thing? Who raised you, son? Who done raised you to mess with the babies of other ladies? Who? We're not gonna sing anymore. We're just gonna leave that at the door because we need to be serial. Otherwise known as serious. Oh, that was such a crazy joke. It made me giggle even though nobody else appears to be giggling. Why aren't you giggling with me? I think it's worth it to giggle. And given that we are addressing matters that are so serious, that a giggle is needed, otherwise known as an icebreaker. I've been doing everything in my power to comprehensively ignore with a big fat shut up you story. Stop. P-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D ding, dee. P. Diddy. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't nobody care. But I am made to care. Because the Lord is an intricate God, piecing together the pieces of a puzzle in an intricate form, however making it simple for simple humanity. So this intricately boring story of DD has something to do with me. So God Almighty is making me look at DD. I don't wanna be looking at no DD. Why is anybody calling you DD? When there's only one daddy in the sky. You done made yourself a daddy. Now you're being as a composer then and the brother is being pulled out of the head like a rat. That is ratatouille. Somebody be out just snitching on you like a ratatouille. People be looking at me like I'm a ratatouille. Snitch it a snitch, snitch, snitch it a snitch. Apparently I'm a snitch. I'm not a snitch when I have a prophetic gifting. I'm gifted. I'm not ratatouille. But they look at me like I'm ratatouille because not only am I a rat, but I'm a rat that's cooking every single day. Fine. Call me ratatouille. But as ratatouille, I don't want to cook this particular Diddy meal. I don't wanna do it. I just don't wanna do it. I have no interest in doing it because I just don't wanna do it. Ratatouille has some issues with speaking about Diddy because I'm just not very interested in knowing what in the world went on down in those streets. When you're just Satan and you are walking around like Satan, sometimes what's important is to ignore you. So I was trying to ignore Puff Daddy, but like the Lord is like, not on my watch. I'm the one that's gonna give you understanding. So I'm like, fine. What does Ratatouille Puff Daddy gotta do with me? What does that guy in Hollywood got to do with me? What I ever do to deserve having to talk about that guy? I don't even know what his real name is. Is it Sean? It don't matter. Sean is doing some strange things, and now Sean is a cause for concern. I do not generally like to talk about the celebrity because, really guys, obvious, right? It has got to be very obvious to you that what you're doing is a nasty little thing, yeah.
Celebrities, they love to act very dumb, but they're human, just like you and me. Some of them used to pass very well in the school, and then they grow up and want to be famous. Oh Lord, would you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? They say that. And then they get a Mercedes-Benz through being very popular. And then the thing they do dumbo thing, it's like, but you had to have known that this is not gonna end well. You had to have known that this can't end well. You had to have seen it coming. You had to have seen it coming. You only have yourself to blame for the fact that eventually the walls came tumbling down on you. How did you think you could continue to get away with all this rubbish? Da 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 da. You're a human being. You are. So why you act like the gangster, but the glamorized gangster? And expect like that the very not glamorized gangster, the typical, obvious. Eventually there's gonna be the police knocking down the door. Eventually there's gonna be the walls closing in on you. You see, the thing about the gangster is that at least they have contingency plan of one day getting bombarded, discovered as being gangster. Oh, that had to happen. I told you guys sister ain't got no decorum cause I'm suffering. I told you guys I ain't got no suffering cause I'm suffering. I ain't got no decorum, so please have mercy on me. At the end of the day, things gotta give. Gangsters are aware that they are the gangster, so they do things clandestine, buried in some sheets. They try to hide their operations because exactly that's what they are, gangsters. So when you become a DL gangster, why don't you make like a real gangster and hide your gangstrosity behind some sheets? Why you be acting like you're not Pablo Escobar in these streets? Just cause your name is Didi and you do music does not mean that you get to have the operations of Pablo Escobar and not get busted. I don't like these stories about the celebrity. For me, really, the issue is here. Really and truly celebrity, you go out of your way to be adored by the people in the street. Obvious, you are choosing the path career of the celebrity because you want to be adored. You want everybody to think you're amazing. You want everybody to think you're the baddest chick in the game. You're a bomb blast. Every time you go somewhere, something explodes. You are the bomb blast girl. So if you want to be the bomb blast, please keep your hand clean. So I don't understand why the celebrity, after they become a bomb blast, release first album and a go bomb blast. They then decide to go and do sex traffic. Why? Why don't you just sing, girl? I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat. Why don't you just stick at that? Just stop at it. Stop at the part where you are singing, girl. Just release some high notes. Have some high hopes of being a celebrity very superstar. Why don't you just stop at a high note? Why do you go and add extra thing? You are greedy. Really, very truly, you are absolutely incredibly greedy. Salacious, that is you. You are licentious and disgusting. Debilitating is the general thing that you do every single day. Why? Did you make up persistence, sister girl and brother boy, of doing a little bit extra thing on the side when really at the end of the day, all we want to hear from you is, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Why you gotta go now also be sex traffic for what? For what? Cause at the end of the day, here's the thing, right? You want to be adored. You want to be absolutely beloved. You want everybody, when they think about your name, to start playing the drums. Go because you make everybody beat on the floor and jump up and down. Very celebration. Cause you are a celebrity. You want everybody to be like, oh, you can sing. Look at you hitting the high notes. You want to be the celeb. That's true. So, I mean, really, people on the planet, they celebrate the individual that celebrate where they, yes. They love you because you sing lovely. They love you because you dance beautiful. Love you because you can hit a high note. That's why they adore you. But like, the people on the planet have displayed time and time again that really and truly, the local gangster, the local mob, the local gangsterosity, the local people that terrorize, really and frankly, everybody doesn't like them. Go to Cape Town at the Cape Flats and find out what is the sentiment of the individuals living at the Cape Flats, what they believe about the gangsters in the general vicinity. They will tell you these people are the pains of our very existence. We do not appreciate them. We wish they would be eradicated altogether from the street. Every time we discover that one of them has passed away, it is a celebration deep down inside from the core. Because we want our children to go to school in peace. We want our children to not have to feel like they're going to get raped on the way to school. We want to believe that everybody's going to live at peace. Sleep at night from the moment you go to bed all the way up until you wake up without there being home burglary. You won't believe that you're going to have to piss today. 24 hours a day you want piss. But these guys make it impossible for us to have peace. So really and truly, when we get through the gangster, we're very happy. We're extremely jubilant. Every day we jump up and down on the spot and we say, celebrate good times. Woohoo! Because they arrested Stamaronza. Yes, he's no longer roaming these streets, so now we don't have problems. We can sleep at night, all night long like a baby, even snoring, without even waking up when the mosquito bite. Because we are that peaceful. Because Stamaronza's in prison, however. However, we deal with the Stamaronza mixed with P. Diddy, how does that even work? Because we love to hear the music. We dance in the street because of the music. We celebrate in the street because of the music. But then when the musician is Stamaronza, how does that even work? How does that even work? I mean, how you gonna go combine Stamaronza with an entire artist in the entertainment industry? In the Hollywood over there, we are over in the streets over here doing cartwheels on the floor because we are dancing to some music, Every step I take, every move I make. Next thing you are the person taking my child for self-trafficking. Next thing you are the one stealing my baby. Next thing you are the one taking my children through the laundromat and acting as if though you did not just do it, Laundering your operation with my baby boy. Acting as if though you are making my baby boy sing, baby, baby, baby. Oh, but you are making my baby do things that babies are not supposed to be doing. How does that even work? How are you gonna go and combine in the juxtapositional, disambiguated, mixed, metamorphosized situation, my baby being a musician together with being the prostitute? How did that become the thing? So now Stamaronza, let me just get this very particularly straight. Stamaronza the gangster is also the person recruiting my baby into a career of stardom since my baby can hit the high notes. Is that what we're doing over here? I've got problems. So now people have got cognitive dissonance 24 hours a day. They don't really know whether they're coming or going because they want to adore the musician, because who does not love to jump up and down on the spot with the drum beat, celebrating music, Wonderful. But next weekend, that's the thing that gave me a big fat chunky problem with the celebrity. It's like, you know what, guys, why didn't you just stop at the place where you're like, give me water, make me lose my breath, and give me water, make like Tyler, just stop at the dance. Stop at the singing. But then Tyler turns 39 somewhere in the future and they think she is a mafia boss. That's the sad and unfortunate thing about the entertainment industry, and the very reason why I don't want to talk about these celebrities, because it's obvious what you're doing is dumb. You pierce into the entertainment industry precisely because you desire very strongly to be adored by the people. But the people adore you because you make the drum beat. People adore you because you make the guitar song. People adore you because you raise the high note, okay? They adore you because you wiggle and you shake because you can't dance like Rihanna. But then when you stop dancing and you start recruiting the children into sex prostitution, that becomes then the problem of the bane of the everybody existence in the community. And then next thing they want to go and take you either to prison or vigilantically just murder you. So really and truly, Celebuton, seeing as you desire very strongly to become very popular with the people, why do you then eventually make a decision to go and become gangster? I don't get it, That's why I never want to talk about these people. They always get exposed for something very deep and dingy. And for me, it's like, but you know what? We loved you when you were just drum beating. Back when you were just hitting us with the tap dance, we were happy. But now you are also alongside the tap dance stealing the children for the sex traffic. How does that even work? So I don't really like to discuss the celebrity because I feel as if though they are dumbness. It's evidence of the fact that this very hard knock entertainment industry is obviously belong to the devil. It is obvious the Satan work. It is obvious there's people going and grab the prominent gift. The Lord has awarded them pipes. They can sing. They can sing pipes. That's them there over there in the street. They can sing. High note, everybody come and they encircle you and they put money in your little hat. And then next thing, you move away from Rosebank outside from the pay station to a music studio and you are famous now. Next thing, you are peddling drugs. I mean, why didn't you just stop at this? Because nobody likes the drug dealer. Because the drug dealer is stealing the people's teenager. The drug dealer is stealing the people's young adult. It is going to put the funeral service into great business. It's gonna boom. So because people don't want to bury the children, why do you become the drug dealer next to the person everybody loves? Initially we love the guitar, but then you go and you graduate the guitar to drug dealing. How we need to like celebrity. I don't understand how. Why do they eventually end up obviously involved in sex scandal? I don't understand it. Everybody of them in the woodworks comes out something strange eventually, and I'm just like, you know what, guys, I don't want to talk to you because really I'm just going to go talk to regular people because it's very obvious that something very dumb is happening in the entertainment industry. It's obvious. It is very clear at this very particular juncture. It is very obvious because for me it's like, when did you ever why were you not satisfied with just hitting the high note? Showing us theatrics on the stage over there, with all different kinds of lighting and bombs and smoke and steam, and you coming out with a hula hoop around your waist, showing us that you can wiggle it like Shakira. Next thing, Shakira is also taking the children to the prostitution. I need to, but like we were okay with the hula hoop. We were alright. We were very content with the hula hoop. At some point, the hula hoop was making us very happy. And then the hula hoop, collaborate with the Beyonce. Yeah, let's leave it at the hula hoop. But that's just the thing about the celebrities. You don't want to leave it at the hula hoop, They don't want to leave it at the hula hoop. They don't want to just leave. Like, so they can't just sing. They can't just, they can't just dance. They can't just tell some jokes, these people. They can't just tell some jokes. They can't sing. They can't dance. They can't, just leave it. At the end of the day, you were this bright-eyed and bushy-tailed young teenage boy. They could tell some jokes. You could drop some bombs. And the next thing you become big. Next thing after you become really big, you decide to become Pablo Escobar. I mean, come on. Did you ever dream to be Pablo? No, you just love to drop jokes, right? So why didn't you just keep dropping those jokes? Why didn't you just keep dropping the jokes? Make like Trevor Noah and just drop the bomb until you retire. But something happens in the entertainment industry. I don't understand it. There's something that happens inside there that causes the people to, when they start, they start out dropping jokes to bombs, or they start out to hula hooping. And then next thing they become these like mafia kings, drug lords. But like, enough is enough. Where do you say, where's the T-junction? When do you stop? The cul-de-sac? Any kind of signage on the street to make you slow down? Where's the full stop, the comma, any grammar? Nothing at all. Just one big fat long sentence. No full stop. Just going where, turning no corner. You just keep going straight because you're that person that has got no punctuation. For what, for who? For what, for who? Celebrities. Like, I can't. Like, I don't want to talk about them. I don't like talking about celebrities because they do these very stupid things that are obviously very dumb, and for me it's like bad. Were you not the person that was out here measuring logarithms in high school mathematics? Obviously you are intelligent. So how did you end up over there? How did you not see that this is not going to end very well? What kind of a mafia boss does not expect that one day they might be raided by the FBI? Scorpions, or is it the eagles or the hawks? The donkeys coming to just look at you now because really and truly you've taken things too far. You've taken them too far. All that it does is validate that the entertainment industry belongs to the devil, even though gifts and talents are from God. It's what I've been twerking about, lamenting, like the man's business that, hey, stop using your talent for an kingdom. Stop going on right ahead to grab all that Jesus has jam-packed you in, see? Jesus has given you power. He made you a very creative human being. You are a very impactful human being who can speak for days. You've got the gift of that Karabo. Every time you walk into a room, everybody's be like, shut up, this person's about to speak something special. Everybody loves you. You've got a problem because everywhere you go, everyone follow you around. You can't even fall asleep the way you're so talented. Everybody's trying to sign you up to something. That is your special talent. And then you go and you decide to go and use it for the destruction of the planet. And don't get it. Jesus Christ made it clear that you got to go and grab your talents and use it for the kingdom of heaven. Because if you don't use your talents for him, he's going to call you a slothful servant and throw you into that place where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth for all of eternity. And the smoke of your torment is going to rise up forever. That's what Jesus told you, But you go and know him. You go and you utilize your incredible talents. Everybody follow you around because you can sing, You hit the high note, you go pipe, girl. And then next thing you go and you sing and everybody's swaying left to right, so cause your music is excellent. That's you. And then over and above being a singer, one day we all wake up to discover a very shocking news bulletin. Here it is that the beautiful songstress of the decade has been implicated in a drug trafficking. God, but why did you not leave it at the music? What did we ever do to you to implicate you in this particular regard? Did anything in your fan base ever suggest to you, even for a minute, that we were dissatisfied with your singing? Did we ever put it out there that we were unhappy with your singing, that you need to go and do something else, that you need to go and, expand your horizon, perhaps maybe consider sex trafficking? Sister, did we ever give off vibe that we are no longer disinterested in your music? We continuously swaying left to right, bopping into your music, dancing up and down, coming up with all different kinds of dance moves? Because of your melody, did we not cause you to go and trend on the Twitter? Every time you said something, it trended on EXO. Every time you upload something, we go and we stitch it on TikTok. We did it, girl. We support you. 24-hour a day, we support you, brother. We go and we stand with you 24 hours. Every time people pass away, we go and we stitch you a song onto a dead man situation. Puff Daddy, every step we take. Remember that song? Everybody's stitching into the funeral of everybody in their life for. Did we ever suggest, even in the slightest minute, that we are no longer happy with you? It's never happened. So why you go and expand horizon without us giving you the go-ahead? We don't want criminals roaming the street because they go and they kill our children. So why you go become criminal? Now you're gonna go lose favor, You're gonna go lose favor from me, Brother, sister in the street no longer like you. Everybody wants to go and throw away your song. Remember R. Kelly? I don't understand me. Entertainment industry, human being. I don't understand I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to go and converse with you anymore. I'm not interested. I don't want. My ministry is for the regular man on the street, because somehow it appears as if the moment a person go and acquire fame, they go and become obviously satanic. The devil take them away and I can't talk to them. I don't understand what's going on. Remember R. Kelly? What happened with the brother, you go inspire all of us, telling us that we believe or we can't fly. Everybody believing that they don't need a Red Bull. They just listen to R. Kelly and they can fly without Red Bull. I can fly. Woo! Everybody's so inspired. When South African Idol comments, everybody that was inspired to go and soar and win the competition come around. I can fly. Even the wooden man competition can fly because of R. Kelly. Next thing we discover, that brother man is busy with the girls. He's doing strange things to the people. He is hurting the children of mothers. He is holding them hostage in the hotel. Some of them have got to run away. They've got testimony from here to Timbuktu talking about how R. Kelly go and mind control them with spirits. How's that even that? Brother man, but you made me believe I can't fly. R. Kelly, of which also then come around and say, Jesus saved me. How did Jesus save you when upon flying, you then go and you tank to the ground, falling like that bird from the sky that's been shot down with a rifle, because you go and you steal people's children and you marry them? R. Kelly, now brother is in prison. And we love you. We love your music, and now you go and disappoint. I don't want to talk about celebrity anymore. I'm done. I'm concluded. I am finished. No more shall I go and raise these issues in the ground anymore, because for me it's like, boy, it's common sense, brother. You joined the entertainment industry because you wanted people to love you. We were happy to go and fly with you as you are singing the music. Now today all you can do is want to turn back the hands of time because you can't destroy your own life for alongside the life of people, children. What is wrong with you? I don't understand what's going on in the entertainment industry. It is not worth it for me to go and discuss these people. I don't want to talk about them because they obviously end up taken by the devil to do stupid things that's not going to work out for them in the end. It's obvious. It is so obvious. Look at Bill Cosby. I don't understand though. Somebody explain to me what happened. We go love the Huxtables there. Mr. Huxtable, favorite brother from the next door mother. Brother from another mother. Next thing is a old criminal. Look at Ray. Who's this little boy from Sister? Roger. Go home, Roger. Go home, Roger. That's Tia and Tamara. Next thing, Roger's going home with a 19-year-old girl as a 40-year-old man. I don't understand what's happening. When people say celebrities, they cause themselves to be hated by the rest of us. Roger, we love him as a teenage boy. Next thing he goes and marry a teenage girl at the age of 40. What is happening? Poor teenage girl be disappeared 3 years. And once she comes to of age, next thing she's marrying a whole grown 40-year-old man. I don't understand what's happening. That's the entertainment industry for you. Everybody over there has got the taboo that eventually they walk in, evidencing that there's something very severely, terribly wrong about the industry. Nobody stays the same. Nobody stays the same. Yeah, but so I don't like talking about celebrities and what is going on. Like the situation with Puff Daddy or P. Diddy, whatever he wants to call himself. I mean, the stuff was always coming out of the woodworks all this time. But I've been avoiding the topic, but every time I come here to talk, the past couple of days, God keeps on flashing me with it. Flashing me with it like some hazards. Clacka, P. Diddy. I'm like, but what does it have to do with me? These people are intelligent human beings. They were smart enough to make a lot of money. Why were I not intelligent enough to discover that they must not go and do an OnlyFans account? Why did they not realize that this thing can't end well for them in the end? Why in the world did they go right ahead to add next to their musicality drug dealership? What they're going to do for them? Yeah, I don't want to talk to them. They're obviously taken by Satan, but it appears I can't even reach them. I can't do anything, no. Next thing we come and discover 2 days from today that the Trevor Noah perhaps maybe is also involved in some syndicate. I would not be surprised. Everybody in the entertainment industry just turns out alright, they go past shape too. They do strange thing when I don't understand what's going on. You go scratch your head 24-hour a day. Yeah, bring back our celebrity, please, oh. Bring back our people. Let them continue to sing in the church. Yeah, Whitney Houston would not have passed away like that if she had just stayed in the church. You must just stay in the church or continue to sing for Jesus. It's not going to give you anything, no. Toni Braxton, he would never have stripped down if she had just stayed in the church. I just feel as if though these people are taking themselves to the flames of hell. They've got so much evidence to run with that the entertainment industry is only going to send them awry. But they never, ever take the right decision. Why must I go and bother them? I don't want to talk about P. Diddy, but like the Lord will have me speak about the guy, like the erroneous activity. I can't. And I can't zilo. You go and you grab a Sam Smith's Beautiful Wonderful Man, they call me crazy, 'cause they don't think they know what you've done. And well, you call me crazy, and I'm not the only one. Sounding like a man with beautiful melody, he's got pipe for day. Next thing he come around wearing black balloon. What's am I gonna do with that man wearing a black balloon? Telling people everybody go be unholy, and then you do a ritual on the stage. Whatever happened to you and me, we made a vow. No, you are wearing black balloon and you are entertaining little children trying to introduce them to transvestites. I can't do it. I can't do it. They are obviously hurting themselves. They are obviously doing something strange, yo. They are obviously causing themselves to lose very sensible fans. But like they don't appear to care. Because the devil has gone and blinded the mind of unbelievers. So everybody's just following around, wondering what is the next scandal to come from Hollywood. Don't care. I don't care. I don't even want to find out. Don't want to go and page to the newspaper, find out tomorrow. But I can't help but discover why. Because Christians are covering it, Christian are covering it, Every time I try to run away like it's a bullet, want to dodge it, Here it is that Christian content creators talking about it. Brother, I don't care. I don't want to listen. I then look to the right and another Christian content creator is like, how you gonna follow me around like a bullet? How you gonna go follow me around like a guided missile? How you gonna follow me around like an intercontinental guided missile? I don't want it, I don't want to know what Puff Daddy did, Talk about him, I don't care to know. But I can't help but talk about it now. Because Jesus appears to be making it a big issue, just as everybody won't make it a big issue. Even though I just feel as if though, but brother, sister, you realize that the entertainment industry gonna make people crazy. You go and grab beautiful gift and you throw it in the ground. You ransack it and then you become drug dealer later. You become a prostitute later. You become a sex trafficker later. So, seeing as you discover this is potentially the thing that could happen to you, why didn't you just avoid it? Or at least at a minimum, say no to the drugs, Go and be a good girl and say, no, I don't want to go snuff cocaine in the streets. But I guess in the entertainment industry, if you don't want to not snuff the cocaine, they don't want you anyway. They're not going to promote your work, Not going to go promote your music. You just going to stay around. Fine, then stick around in the underground, Release an album on YouTube. Go and do cover there. Don't join the entertainment. Don't sign on the dotted line. Don't do it. Just do cover on YouTube. Just make like Joseph Solomon and do cover on YouTube. Do not sign a contract. Do not sign a contract.
Because this contract's gonna go and decimate your future. It's gonna make you a drug dealer one day. Yeah, just sing for us melodies and get 1 million views. You don't need the 1 billion of Pharrell for happy. You don't need the 1 billion of Adele. You don't need it. 1 million is enough. It can buy you a house, panty on your body. You can go and swim in your big swimming pool with 1 million views on every cover you do on YouTube. Do a YouTube cover. Do a YouTube call and stay over there. Don't go and sign the contract. Look at what happened to Hailey and Bailey. Hailey and Bailey. What did I say name? I do not even care. Hailey and Bailey singing Pretty Hurt. Beautiful mellifluous voices. So young little girls, you think they've got beautiful bright future. Stick around on the YouTube. Already make a lot of money as a teenage girl. You are obviously set now. Look, you've got over hundreds of thousands of subscribers on the YouTube. You are set now, sister girl. Just sit around. Go to university, study. Do what you need to do. Little girls, just sit around in your parents' household. And then they go get signed up by the entertainment industry. And look at the disaster that go happen. Yeah, the other one is all over the show trying to be like Beyonce, bouncing around with her nakedness all over the internet. It is causing a lot of stir. They have separated from their parents because they are doing strange things in the streets. Why didn't you just continue to do cover, Beyonce released a country album just the other day. Go and sing a country song that Beyonce released and continue to say Pretty Hearts. By now you'll be sitting perhaps maybe on 12 million followers on your YouTube channel. Stick around in it. Stick around in it. Once you've got 12 million subscribers on YouTube, what are you doing signing a contract with an entertainment industry? What's the point? When it's going to go and separate you from your parents? The parents who taught you how to play guitar. The parents that took you to school in order to go and learn piano. Now they regret that ever entertaining you or introducing you to the entertainment, to learning how to play some instruments. Your parents are now regretful of sending you to music school. They regret it now because you finally went and shook the hand of Beyonce. And now that you shook the hands of Beyonce, you can't help but do music video while you are licentiously stripping in front of disgusting men. What is the problem? What is the problem? The entertainment industry destroys the people. Just stick around on YouTube, really go and sing some covers and reject every contract that come your way, because at the end of the day, once you've got 1 million subscribers, what more do you need? What more? It is written in God's word that the eye of mankind is never satisfied. It's like death and Sheol. It's like Gehenna. It's always yawning, waiting for a brand spanking new soul to pass away and land in there. Yes, the eye of man is never satisfied. They're like death and Sheol. You're never saying enough. Just like death and Sheol, the eye of man can never say enough. Anina, full stop, G. Blunt force trauma to make you chill out and develop a little bit. Yeah, don't get a bat on the side of the head now. Human beings have no restraint. They have no self-control. They just want more and more and more and more and more. And because of wanting more, next thing they end up being sex traffickers. How did P. Diddy become a sex trafficker? How? It's because of it obviously belongs to the devil. This thing is a Freemason rubbish. You just see Illuminati splattered all over it. You just see it. Why do you have to go and mix the devil with perfectly beautiful things? Do you know that humanity love to sing? We love to dance, we love to listen to people singing. That's why we congratulate and we watch all of these Britain Got Talent, America Got Talent, South Africa Got Talent, Pop Idol. We just watch it, all of it. Why? Because we love to hear beautiful people singing beautiful music. They don't need the devil. They don't need the devil to win our support. That's what I'm trying to get at. There is no need for you to go and dabble with Satan in order for you to be awarded my congratulations. I adore your voice. I will listen to you. I will click like and subscribe. On top of that, I will go and follow. I will share your content. I will tell the world about you. You will grow and grow by word of mouth, brother man, because I like the way you sing. Why do you have to go on sites? Why do you have to go with the devil to convince people to love you when they already do? Now, seriously speaking, some of these people starting out on Britain's Got Talent or whatever, and the whole audience is out here like applauding them. You don't need a strange little ominous contract that's going to one day convert you into a sex trafficker. I don't like talking about celebrities. I don't like talking about the entertainment industry because they end up very clearly, obviously, dumb in a very satanic capacity. They become darkened over time in ways that are no, seriously, guys. When you have got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, why under heaven do you feel that it is absolutely necessary for you to sign a contract with an industry that has taken pure, beautiful girls like Hailey and Chloe Bailey and converted them into these ominous, beastly, licentious, weird, unrecognizable things? When you have seen what the entertainment industry did to Justin Bieber, when you have seen what it did to, oh, you know what? Like, I keep on looking at this emaciated Ariana Grande. And I remember when I first happened upon Ariana Grande, she was still like a child or something. And she was singing in different people's voices. And I was like, yo, this chick. Now today, she is the skinny, little, scrawny, adulterous woman that is being spoken about by everybody as someone that is not worthy of being adored. Apparently, she has lost hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram because of her little scandal with some married man and her messing with even her own husband. How did that beautiful, cute little petite girl with so many different singing voices end up what she is now? Like, no power. Like Ariana, Sam Smith, like, these people are sober. And they're smart, and yet they somehow do these strange things later on. It's the entertainment industry, and evidence of the fact that it doesn't even have to be that bad are artists like Adele, who from the time they came out with Adele 19 are still Adele. They are still somewhat pure. There's still a cleanliness about them in their music, evidencing that you don't have to go dingy, super nefariously dark to be prolific. And yet somehow, strangely, they take the deception of ending up really like ugh. And the sad and disquieting thing about it all is this is what I believe, like this whole Diddy thing. I haven't wanted to talk about it because for me it's like I'm tired. I don't want to talk about celebrities. I've got my own situation. I've got my own struggles. There's like a lot going on in my own life. I am afflicted as at present with a lot of demonic attack from random Lay Jones and Janes in these streets that aren't celebrities. They're just regular dastardly beasts that afflict the regular man on the street. And seeing as the regular men on the street make up the majority of the planet, I'm gonna focus on them. But God keeps on flashing me with this like Jeffrey Epstein parallel that Puff Daddy's out here walking in, or P. Diddy, whenever he changed his name. And I'm like, Lord, what do you want me to say about this guy? Like, proper, because what he's all up in trying to do is the same scandal that slapped, who is this Salim? Who is this person? Like, no, please, don't elude me. I really want to bring forward this information. The same scandal that, look, it's all, like, all of these celebrities that ultimately get exposed for doing weird, strange things. My thing is, why don't they learn lessons? Yeah, I wanted to say Oprah. Like, a lot of these people with all of these ominous side agendas, some of them don't get exposed fully, but there's enough information on the surface for people to suspect them of strange stuff. Like Oprah is also suspected of strange things. Like, who did not love Oprah in the very beginning stages of the whole Oprah thing? It did not have to go beyond that. It thoroughly didn't. It didn't. Like, I was a big fan of Oprah until I guess I wasn't. Yeah. Big fan of Beyonce until I wasn't. A big fan of, like, I could go on. And these people, there are stories in the, you know, underbelly of society in conspiracy circles that, hey, these people are involved in funny, strange stuff. And a lot of them, it just gets left at suspicion or at speculation or at conspiracy theories. While others, the conspiracy theories that have been doing the rounds for a minute in the amidst us all, then get revealed as actually true. Like with Puff Daddy. I mean, that it wasn't a surprise when it came out. The conspiracies were floating around in the run-up too. And I have a feeling the reason why they even raided his house was because the conspiracies were getting too thick and too anomalous and enough people were talking about it, so they decided to throw him under the bus. But the rest of these people that also have these scandals don't have enough evidence thrown out in the wilderness for them to also get thrown under the bus. So P. Diddy is just one, I would imagine, amidst many influential celebrities, influential people that needed to take... What's the word that I'm looking for? They needed to take the blame, basically, for everybody else's insanity. Somebody had to be called out. Somebody had to be uprooted. And so since everybody was talking about Diddy and his weird stuff, and he also became tactless and careless in the life that he was living, he was the one that was chosen to basically take the hit on behalf of everybody else. He took the blow on behalf of everybody else that's involved in these shoddy, underhanded practices. But my thing is, why are they even running syndicates over there? Why are they even running these shoddy businesses over there? To a point where every so often they have to sacrifice one of their own in order to appease the rest of us down here in these streets with all of these conspiracy theories. Why does the human race get there? All these powerful people. I don't like anybody anymore. Like, proper, I just don't like nobody. Is that basic? My thing is, people like to be liked. It's really very easy. And when then you are liked, why are you going out of your way to then lose all that clout and all that fame or risk losing it? Why are you trying to risk people looking up to you as something worthy of role modeling? The entertainment industry is teeming at the folds with foolish human beings. They're not stupid. They are naturally intelligent, however, they are foolish. They lack wisdom. It's teeming at the folds with all of these unwise souls that know that stuff like this never ends well. And yet somehow, strangely, they allow themselves to be made prolific crime bosses. They allow themselves to become animals. And my thing with that is, even to the most highest of them, and the toppest of the rungs of them, why is it so important that you should have to hurt people in order to keep yourselves strong? Because herein lies the deal. When you were busy auditioning in the very beginning stages of your career, people really liked you. A lot of people that have gotten the success that they have gotten tended to just be adored anyway. They did not have to do all this extra work in order for them to be adored. They just had to basically put forward what is their best foot, and people then applauded them for all that best foot forward that they're putting. Once people applauded them, they then were awarded with prosperity based on the support that people gave them for their talent. It's literally been that simple all along. Humanity, however, made a decision to manufacture evil strategies, nefarious, diabolical structures that reward only those people that are prepared to take their gifts and their talents and run them through some satanic structure before they will be okay. And the people who did this are people. They're human beings. Human beings who stand to go to hell. Human beings who have consciences. Human beings who get uncomfortable at some point. Human beings who know that generally the human race does not like gangsters. They want peace. They want their children to be able to go to school without facing child trafficking. Yeah. And so, seeing as we are inherently desirous of human approval, whether or not we like it. The Lord made us that way. He said of Adam when he was in the ground, when he was out here rolling these streets alone, that it is not good for man to be alone, therefore God made a helper suitable for him. And then when Eve was around, he said, this at last is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. So human beings desire one another's fellowship first and foremost, and secondly, approval. And so when then you know what it takes for a human being to approve you, generally in society, when you know what it takes for society to like you, why aren't you trying everything in your power to be likable? Why do you feel like it's necessary to do shoddy, underhanded things? For what reason? Like, Papa, why? Like, the Bible says that when a righteous man runs the streets, people rejoice, but when a wicked man runs the streets, they mourn. People are sad when wicked people run the show because everything falls apart. People don't generally like evil leadership. So when people become powerful by referent power, by influence, because they are excellent at what they do, why don't they see that that's all they need? We are so obviously deceived. The God of this world blinds the minds of unbelievers. The powerful, the elite of this planet are defeaters. They keep shooting themselves in the foot because they keep losing our support, because they become evil. I don't like talking about celebrities. Like, it's just so boring. Like, they become evil, and so they lose the favor they had at first. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. We loved him so much in the beginning, and now can't nobody stand him. Look at Bill Gates. Absolutely adored at first, and now can't nobody stand him. It's like they become powerful and then they get evil. And the evil loses them the very thing that made them powerful in the first place. Being really good guys. Like, it's being really nice girls and boys that won them respect in the first place. It was not their evil. It literally was not their peddling of drugs or their human trafficking or their using of children for licentious endeavors that won them favor and respect. It was the fact that they were actually role models to look up to because they were stellar citizens. They had virtue that people looked up to. And then they imagine that now that they've gained all this power, it's okay to be drained of all such virtue. And then they get all shocked and surprised when people basically don't like them anymore. When they lose clout, when they lose their approval ratings. They're like, and then they start to fight us now. They start to make war with us now, eh? Like all the fans on the ground. Now they got beef with us. Now they feel like they gotta handle us. Now they become totalitarian, sovereign, despotic. Now they start to become coercive. Now they start to shove agendas down our throat. That's exactly what the entertainment industry is now doing. They're shoving agendas that are evil, that they concocted, that they manufactured to proliferate down our throat. And when we are like, no, They go and they use a Beyonce or a John Legend. They go and they use a Martha Stewart, for crying out loud. They go and they grab a Bontle Mudiselle, or what's her surname now that she's married? They go and they grab a celebrity in these streets, and they cause an advert to basically irritate the living daylights out of us, because we are obviously being shoved an agenda down our throats that we all don't like. They get powerful somewhere along the way, and then once they're powerful, they concoct all these narratives that don't sit easy with the rest of us. And then those of us that don't want to come on board with their stupid narratives, they call us dogmatic. They try to influence everybody because of the clout that they have acquired for themselves to hate those of us that still like the old version of them. And then they use advertising, influencing, marketing, and all different kinds of their tricks up their sleeves to afflict their original fan base, the people who help them rise to power. They then come at us with flying kicks because we start disapproving of how evil they're getting. We start being unhappy with how gangster they're becoming, and then they start to bully us. They start to bully us, and in being as powerful and as influential and as referential as they are, they thoroughly imagine it is feasible for them as a collective. That's what's good. Yeah. To then basically influence other people out of visibility at all in society based on the fact that they don't agree with how evil Beyonce has become. So they smother us, they censor us on social media. They silence the voices of those that are saying, I was so in love with the original Sam Smith that there was not a single album of his that came out that I didn't buy. And that's a true story, by the way. Yeah, with me. Back when I could still afford every album that he dropped, I was out here being the first one queuing outside of the music to buy it. And now I'm just like, I don't know, man. I can't. I don't know, man. Yeah, but now Sam Smith, the same person that I supported like no man's business, is out here actively participating in the mutiny against my life. In the sense that they are involved in ad campaigns to silence and smother those who don't agree that they've taken things too far, that their evil is too exorbitant, that what they're doing is not right, that their moral turpitude, them basically losing their virtue swagger, is not okay in the sight of a lot of people that started out with them. And now they're using all their clout and all the fame they gained thanks to us as a piñata on our backs, hoping some sweets gonna come out because they want to water us down and cause us to capitulate to their agenda. They become evil unnecessarily because it was them being basically honorable and respectable that won them that clout in the first place. They were such amazing people in the beginning. And then they got dark and dingy, and everybody that despised how dark and dingy they got, who were their original fans, they then smothered with all their fame and their celebrity. I can't. Celebrities are human beings that, for me, it's like as you are going in the trajectory of your success, your stardom, you have got to be feeling some kind of way about how evil you're getting, girl. You've got to know that this is not okay. You have got to know that I'm not doing something that is seemly. What am I doing? Like, why did Doja Cat have to go all gothic on us? Like, why? Why? Did, like, on some ice skates or whatever, some little rollerblades. The clean, squeaky version of Doja Cat is what got her to that level. And then next thing she out to be coming out looking like a demon. Why? Why? Like, there is nothing that can explain why they go out like that other than the fact that we war not against flesh and blood, but against rulers, against principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Nothing can account for why celebrities suddenly become drug traffickers and sex traffickers, why they suddenly have all these scandals coming out of the woodworks when initially they were these squeaky clean people. Nothing can account for why Beyonce started out with Destiny's Child singing, nasty, put some clothes on, I told ya, don't walk out your house without them clothes on, you nasty girl. Yeah, to basically speaking about dropping it like authority and church girls need to abandon all of their godliness. Nothing can account for why Beyonce fell apart like that, except for entities. Why are human beings being convinced to be evil when it's not actually truly lucrative? It's not actually truly lucrative. It's not true. It's a lie. Even the whole saying sex sells, we know it's a lie because there are artists in these streets that are doing exceptionally well that don't shed a single vest. Adele is one of them. I like to use Adele as an example. She has never been licentious, not even once. And she has sold sometimes more even than many artists. Many artists. Sex does not sell because look at who is this man, this absolutely talented, gifted dude that doesn't have to make like D'Angelo. How does it feel? All up in our grill. And yet he's doing even better than D'Angelo. Ed Sheeran. Oh, I don't mind when I'm with my baby. He does, like, his music is just so feel good, and it works, and it's still working, and still to this day, he's not trying to get ripped in the gym that he might be naked in front of us. It's absolutely unnecessary. Sex does not sell. It's a deception from the pit of hell. If people just use their talents in a very organic fashion, they will discover as time progresses in their careers that they are maintaining their audiences. A lot of these artists, guys, like Billie Eilish, for instance. So Billie Eilish is not licentious. She's not heavily sexy, but she's very gothic, right? Type thing. Billie Eilish, I fell in love with that woman's music without seeing her face, without seeing her image. I fell in love with her voice. Basically the song that she did with Khaled or whatever. Thought I found a way, yeah, isn't it lovely? That one. When I first heard that song, I went crazy. I have a thing about music, okay? Goosebumps and everything. Like, I am musically charged in the worst way. And when I heard that song, I was like, what? And if I tell you, I listened to so many Billie Eilish songs before I saw the face, before I saw the woman. And if I was disappointed in the person behind the music and in the music videos. Why? Because they were unnecessary. The darkness was so unnecessary. There is this cover that is currently done right now on YouTube. If anything, the music video in it, Billie Eilish looks really clean there, and it's beautiful. One of the most recent songs that she released, I'm actually trying to go back on my computer here to listen to that cover. It's a cover that was done by somebody, a Billie Eilish song, but I thought like na 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 na. That's the song. I don't know. Na 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 na. That's the song. I don't know what it's called, but I just listened to somebody doing the cover of it. Billie Eilish in that music video it's not licentious. That's what I'm getting at. It's not dark either. She's not licentious. She's not sexy. That's not her thing. She is gothic though, right? She's not racy like a Beyonce, but she is dark, very, very dark. And her songs, however, if you listen to Billie without seeing her image that she is putting out in the world, you would just imagine in your mind this ethereal, tranquil, very sort of kind of angelic, earthy woman that is just like the colors that you see are like earth browns and greens and grays. You see earth like nature. Man, come on, I'm not trying to have sound coming out. Come on. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah, thank you. I scrolled back far enough to find the video. I've been listening to covers being done by this man called Blaze Johnson Jr. on YouTube. He's absolutely talented. Absolutely adore people who can sing. Like I said, I'm musically charged, right? So I just get all hot and bothered whenever I listen to music. It just sends me places and whatnot. I love music, and I love listening to covers on YouTube because they tend to be cleaner than the original songs, right? Than the artists themselves. The videos of the artists tend to be very dark, very dingy. So I tend to listen to the people who cover their music. Like, I love Joseph Solomon. This guy is Blaze Johnson, because they basically evidence that when you launder stuff with purity, you then finally start to see the true talent, the gift. So this guy, Blaze Johnson, is covering Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For? What Was I Made For? That song is not bad by Billie Eilish, right? But she tends to do some pretty dark things. And guys, the the ethereal nature of Billie Eilish's sound, right, will make you think she is this angelic woman, you know, until you see her and you realize just what a travesty all of these gifts are being laundered, like just run through the satanic mill. You see the travesty of it all. You see the parable of the talents in your face just unfolding, where it is that people are using their gifts for the kingdom of darkness, and it's not necessary, and they are throwing them away, burying them in the ground, and one day God is going to tell them, you're a slothful servant, depart from me, despite having worked very hard, but for the devil. This is the song. Yeah, the first 5 seconds is all you need to know, because I'm not trying to get like copywritten issued. And what was I made for? Just absolutely beautiful, right? I'm not gonna let you listen to more of that. But this here guy covering Billie Eilish's song is telling me that people understand that there is a filth in the entertainment industry that is entirely unnecessary. And so, therefore, they're helping them along, they're listening to them, they're taking their content anyway. Because if you listen to it on Spotify without seeing the actual video, you don't have to be afflicted by the imagery of naked men and women, or the imagery of very satanic music videos with a lot of like dark rituals being done therein. You don't have to be lambasted by any of that. When you listen to the actual artist, the song, the quality of their voices, and if it's clean, so no profanity and no random weird suggestion and what have you, you crease your forehead and wag your head on some what a waste. What a waste. And among the biggest wastes for me in the entertainment industry, really, just in the world at large, is Billie Eilish. Like, that woman is on another level, epic. But like, she's just dark. And then every so often, after they release some relatively decent music, they then release some hard knock, ugly songs, including lots of profanity and lots of demonic suggestion in it. And it's like, not necessary, even in the slightest. But they go out like that. Doja Cat is so talented. She is musically gifted, she can rap, and she can dance, just in case you didn't know. She has so much going for herself. And if Doja Cat had found her fame on YouTube, just an artist there, like dancing on YouTube, singing on YouTube, rapping on YouTube, she would likely have never gotten to a point where she now would release an album where she's basically some kind of a caricature of her former self, looking like a whole devil in a shoot on Instagram. She would never have gotten there if she had stayed on YouTube. Just as Chloe and Hailey Bailey would never have gotten there. Who's the one that is especially licentious? Is it Chloe? Yeah, it's Chloe. Hailey's the one that got married to whatever, Diddy, whatever. And yeah, whatnot. Yeah, they would never have gotten there. Their voices are still pure and beautiful, but there is absolutely no need to add all that licentiousness behind it. And I believe that the evidence or the clarity of that is stark. It's constantly just hammering in people's minds from the moment they start their careers in the entertainment industry up until they die, or up until they lose their clout, their fame, and somebody else replaces them. They know that they were not supposed to go out like that. They know, like the whole time, our consciences, the Lord amazingly keeps them running and running and running like an engine. He helps us see that I have fallen far from grace. The very activity of celebrities in the entertainment industry is actually similar to what happens to a lot of people in 9-to-5 jobs and corporates who start out being these bright-eyed and bushy-tailed interns who are actually very gifted, but then they start becoming very shoddy and underhanded and pulling rugs from other people's feet and by any means necessary succeeding, and they become vicious, they become violent, and it's not necessary because they're actually good at what they do. They're good at what they do, and if they just did their jobs, they would be met with reward in due season. But they feel as if though they've got to go and pull the hairs of everybody out in the environment where they're at. And as they are getting more and more wicked, growing up this corporate ladder, they have an awareness, an acute one at that I'm doing something nasty, but they ignore their consciences until they die. That's why with celebrities, like guys, I don't like talking about celebs. There's enough people covering them, enough people covering what they're doing, but celebrities become especially evil in comparison even to people in corporate and what have you, because of the fame, because of the pride that it gives them, because of the narcissism it awards them, because of the self-deification they automatically walk in, because of how many people celebrate what they're doing. And so the devil has, I guess, tapped into that industry because it is influential. And being as influential as it is, he then has seen it fit to mess with the minds of these people that are sober, rational human beings, however, that are doing not so very sober, rational things. They sacrifice family members. They do all these weird satanic things. They do all of these weird satanic things in order to they do them in order to feel as if though that's what they need to keep doing in order to get ahead. When they entered the industry, however, they were quite pure. If the thing that jolted you, that boosted you in the first place, was your purity, why do you think you have to get all dark to maintain your clout? Like, why do you keep on innovating all this filth? I do not, for the life of me, understand it. So, like, the fact that they end up gangsters later on in life, not only darkening their image, like a bit of a Doja Cat, but going to the extreme when you become nice and prolific, running a whole empire. When you get to the level of P. Diddy, and then now you are exposed as a whole sex trafficker, it's like, were you always that licentious? Were you always that deadbeat random pervert? Were you? No, you weren't. You became one because something came inside you. Something happened spiritually to you that caused you to basically be a far cry from the original Puff Daddy, because that was the original dude, right? That came on the scene all those years ago when I was still a teenager or like a primary school kid. Yeah, back in the proper, there was purity. And then guys, like, it's just exhausting to talk about celebrities, because for me it's like, you know better, you're smart enough, and when then all of a sudden the thing that won you fame has nothing to do with the fact that you've got to do a strange ritual to move to the next level. When you don't walk out on that day, you are sending yourself to a hell that you can understand inherently you are going to. Talking about celebrities wears me out, because these people are among the most deceived in the world. However, unnecessarily so. Because wickedness has never ever proven to pay. It's never proven to pay. It eventually ends really badly, like really badly for everybody. Crime bosses can't even live their lives properly because they're always in flight from the police. So when you start committing crimes, you then become a gangster, and you then realize that all the clout you have won for yourself, the respect, the accolades, yeah, you then start to realize on that day that you're gonna lose it if people find out what you're into. So why do you allow yourself in the first place to commit these crimes? They literally become gangsters later, and it's just exhausting to watch. It's exhausting to watch. There's like a whole bunch of content. You know what, let's move on to the next part and do like the last 20 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever in a second part, because I don't want to just labor in one part.